Hello for the last time. This is the last time because it's the seventh module of our e-course. I'm Peter French, bringing you the subject of marketing. 100% of the managers and business leaders we speak to have marketing as a top of mind, something they've just got to do, that they think they lack and which they desperately need to get their enterprise known and also to get their product in front of buyers. They spend a lot of money on marketing, and the first reaction is, I don't know what I'm getting from the spend. It's a black hole into which we just pour budget. We just have to get better at marketing because we need more revenue and we need more profit. So I see this as a bit of a quandary, and if you think marketing is such a savior, why do many business development methodologies put it last? Just a few words then about why we think marketing is the last dynamic that needs to be worked on. Firstly, it's not an either or, but an and. In other words, you can work on marketing at any point, but be aware that it is a growth dynamic and not a survival dynamic, as is finance and management and to some extent sales. All these dynamics are important in building your marketing muscle. But for now, we just want to concentrate on one. Marketing has only one objective: to bring leads through the front door. So I know you haven't read that, but don't worry, you can download. So when a buyer self-selects themselves and they hear your product or enterprise voice, they become aware of the value that you could represent in your solution to them, either to fix a pain that needs immediate attention or to gain something that will fix things like produce a saving or increase revenue, which is their lifeblood. So driven by their self-selection, I want one of those, and their own identified need, they decide to find out more and visit the shop or the web page or call in for a query to your business. In today's connected world, they often know more than our customer-facing people do about how to use, exploit, and gain value from your product or service. Now, if marketing has done its job to drive the feet to the front door, and they throw a half-baked suspect lead over this Chinese wall to the sales team to engage and convert, but the suspect is not a perfect fit or they're not ready, then there is a possibility that we will waste time trying to convert a prospect, resulting in a loss of our own sales time, productivity, as well as credibility in the market. Prospects do talk about their experience, both negative and positive, which is really what a referral should be. The word marketing and sales are not interchangeable. When we are selling, we are converting opportunities normally generated by marketing into revenue. When we are marketing, we're looking for ways to attract our perfect customer. This marketing funnel, therefore, starts to influence the entry of a customer's buying funnel. When the marketing funnel is in full swing, it attracts our perfect customer and imperfect customers, hopefully not too many potential clients. We call them suspects. They do this by making the suspect aware of our offerings and asking them, if they were to use it, to consider how this product or service could be beneficial to them. The buying process is a set of actions a potential client goes through to make a decision to buy and implement a product or service. Prospects don't wake up in the morning and say, let's get out and buy something from that guy. they go through a process of being made aware of their own issue that needs resolution, or they're informed of a potential resolution to a need that they weren't even aware of. When they have been nurtured to a point where they have engaged to a degree with our marketing activities, they are passed to sales for further qualification and process. To start a purchasing process, a potential client has to do some work to justify the process. They use the 5 W's which come into play as they cycle through their development of a business case, a development project definition, who's got the money, all of those kind of things. At some stage, they're ready to start looking at possible providers of the solution that they have defined as a need. They call for responses to define tenders, or they issue a request for quotation. They may even just define the need with a few words in an email. They start addressing the different potential suppliers. They assess them one against the other. And they go into what we call sometimes Death Valley. It's a desert of communication when the only time we are able to speak to them is to resolve some kind of issue of understanding. Until one day, sometimes not even a defined day by us, they decide on awarding an order. Why should you as a manager, an executive leader, a lone entrepreneur, be concerned by an overview understanding of this complex business process? Does it only apply to certain types of businesses? If I sell a commodity, business to consumer, or if I sell a high-ticket item that takes weeks or months to go from awareness to order, will it still apply? With some application latitude, it is the same for everybody. This process is as old as the hills and is tried and tested. If you look for it, you'll discern it in your own business right now, even as some kind of tribal way we do things. Yours is the task to qualify these steps, to document them, to populate the process with the right people, and demand outcomes from the process that delivers the mantra of the manager: repeatability, designed quality, and accepted quantity. You achieve this demand by how you orchestrate the people in the process so that your enterprise can be process dependent and not a prisoner of some individual, some high-flying star, which is people dependent. Once working, you may come back and innovate it to improve efficiency and productivity. So what are your objectives? To be a global branded solution or service provider? Some entrepreneurial leaders are so enamored with their offering that they want to shout it from the mountaintops. There's nothing wrong with that. It may resonate with a couple of those perfect clients of yours sitting in the crowd below, and they may follow that noise to your front door. However, we often hear this objection to our value theory, focused marketing. I'm marketing to everybody right now, and I get no or little results. If I get narrower, won't it be even less? If you think of everyone as your potential client, you could end up with no one as your actual client. Our theory of value to you is that it's about finding and representing your product or solution to relevant customers, your perfect fit, by attracting them to investigate the fit of that product or service to their defined needs. So, which one serves your future state? To manage your voice to the market, to say the right words and to attract the perfect customer, we advocate using our IEAI method of creating change. We would use it on our customers to move them to make change in their enterprise. We use it on our own employees to motivate them to deliver change. And our customers use this method on their employees with outstanding results. Nothing happens until you're inspired to make a change. So your marketing program starts with this premise. Use the words that self-select them and then move them from unconscious to conscious about your proposed solution. Much like riding a bike, we start off knowing that we don't know how to stay up straight. And the benefits of having a bike are, and if you don't persist, you might never know. Then, with some inspiration and new knowledge, we come to the understanding the complexities and continue to apply this in our context. Then, through this understanding, when we need what we need this bike for, we can see it in our context, where it is used, where it is helpful, and where we can get benefit from the outcomes of practice. Finally, we can forget about all that detailed research and the falls and the scraped knees and we can ride with no hands on the handlebar saying, "Look, Ma, no hands." We've arrived at internalizing the product in our lives in just the right degree that fits our needs. These are the two templates that you can use to formulate your words and represent them in the exact spot for your unknown suspect to consume. During the implementation presentations, we'll take a closer look at how these techniques work and use some tools to help you with the process. We hope that you've come to the understanding of the basics of why we should be marketing. Not you yourself maybe, although given your context you might do the marketing, but what you should demand from your business process and even those users who guide them, to hire them, to question them, any likely candidates in their methods of exposing your organization to your perfect client. If they don't know these basics, don't hire them. Even the most outstanding credentials and stellar history in marketing, don't hire them. When you delegate this task, demand the processes and accept deliverables as shown during our presentation. Thank you.